Alright, if anybody interested in learning how to do brakes, well, how to change the front brake pads, I'm gonna show you how to do it on this car I'm working on. I think it's a 2012 Camry or something like that. I can't remember what year it is, but shit, it basically works the same for most brake pads. So first thing you're gonna do when you're working on brakes is you gotta take the wheel off. Well, you know, you get the car jacked up, but you gotta take the wheel off. You find your right nut side, and then take the wheel off. On this particular car, it's got two different sizes for the damn nuts. Get that off of there. Take your wheel off. Get that out the way. Get that out the way. Then what you're gonna do is find the right size for the caliper bolts, which the caliper bolts is this bolt right here, and there's another one down here. I don't know if you can see it, but this junk right there. Get them junks off. On this particular one, you're gonna need to use a 14mm socket or wrench, whichever one you got. See if I can show you about that. So, man, put your damn socket on there. Let's see what we're doing with that. Loosen up your bolt. Take it. Don't take it all the way out, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna need that leverage when you get ready to do the bottom jump. Now you can take all the nuts out. I mean the screws out of there. You might have to take you a little screwdriver or something, pry this caliper off. But it ain't gonna be no big deal though. Pry that off. Set that to the side. Normally you'll hang this caliper up with a bungee cord or something, or you can just sit it across there like that. You don't want to just let the joint hang down. You know, try to get it suspended somewhere. That way you don't put no stress on this hose right here. So you can lay it across there like I did, or you can hang it up with a caliper. With a bungee cord. So now we're at the point where we at the brake pads. And it's pretty simple. All you gotta do is take it out, take the brake pads out. On this car, you need to change these damn shims on here. So you pop your shims out. Pop your shims out. Gonna put some new shims in. Hold on 1 second. I'll put the shims. I can't do that with one hand. I'll show you what they look like. Alright, we got the new shims on. Took the old shims out of there. So next thing I do, I pull this bolt out right here. This damn pin, this sliding pin. See, I already got a little oil on there. You can clean it up and put some new lube on it. On here, I'm gonna just kind of save the lube that's already on there, and add a little more on there with it. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this seal glide on there. You gotta see Yeah, you don't need much, you know what I'm saying, just enough. Put around that bottom part, you know what I'm saying, when you stick it in there, that's the part that ain't gonna move first. So you wanna put that in there like that. Make sure that pin can move back and forth, because that's very important. If you don't, if that pin can't move back and forth, then it's gonna have the brake pad sticking to one side of the roller when you press the brake. So you wanna make sure these pins can move back and forth. That's why they call slide pins. They're supposed to be able to slide in and out like that. You want to make sure these joints can slide in and out, man. If they stuck, then you got a problem. You want to be able to slide in and out. There you go. All right. So we got so far. We just put the shims in, put lube on the slide pin. Next thing we're gonna do, pop your brake pad in. Easy, 1, 2, 3. I'm talking about easy too. See that thing? In there. And next thing we're gonna do, put these little springs on her. Like that. Voila. Put another little spring on her. I got it upside down. Then, which I should have did something in the beginning of the video, but before you put this caliper on, you might have to push this piston back in. But you better believe I got a trick for that. Let me see. Shit, I'm gonna use my handy dandy caliper tool. I'm gonna show y'all how they go. Stick that off in there. Alright, stick it off in there. Then a few turns of this thing. It's all the way back in there now. Now, only thing you got left to do, put the caliper back on the brake pad. I mean, back on the bracket. Damn, my springs done popped out. Yeah. Let's see. And where they go? Shit, that motherfucker gone. Let's see. There go one spring and popped out. You gotta be careful about that. These jumps will pop out on you. But that's all good. Now we can put that back on there. Now that we got the spring in there. And take whatever I did with the bolts. All you gotta do now, put your bolts back in. Put your bolts back in. Then tighten them back up. Make sure you tighten them, don't skip no steps. You don't want to over tighten it, just enough. Get you where you want it. See, this thing is spinning on me, so I gotta hold this down and get it to tight. Alright. New pads. All we did on there was just some pads, man. Just change the pad, but pads done on one side in less than 10 minutes. Now this procedure works for most brake pads. You know, you're gonna have a few differences, like this size of this bolt might be different. This particular size was a 14 millimeter, it might be a 13, 15, or it might even be a hex key. But anyway it go, the procedure the same. You're gonna have shims on the brake pads, and you're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, everything gonna be the same. It's just little small differences, but this should get you some brake pads done in less than 10 minutes.